let's see. Yeah, get rid of that. Okay. See what's actually doing live time. Okay, that works. I just snapped it in half. I just realized we're in the stream. And then click on Chrome and then it'll register. Turns out we were already in Chrome. So yeah, this is basically a test if anyone wants to join in and just talk to me about anything. And go ahead, I'm not gonna care. Okay, we need to get rid of that. Let's do. Not sure if that's gonna work, but it's something we're gonna have to try. Damn it. Okay. So that's what's gonna be time enrollment. Okay. We're gonna see in a second. Okay. Monday to Sunday, so there's a weekend schedule. Do I care? No, I don't. Last night, the Amtrak party was supposed to come to South Bend, but due to mechanical issues, they were delayed in Chicago and they left almost like at midnight. Set in our time, which is 11 o'clock their time. They didn't get here until almost 1:30 this morning. 1:30 a.m. Almost 4.5 hours late. It's a good thing nobody in my family was taking that train. I was going to be screwed to death. Yeah, one icon view, that means the thing's defected or something. I don't know if this thing's in real time. Yeah, I just realized I need to update my time information on this computer. Yeah, originally I was gonna change this to reflect with computer don't want to work. Something's wrong with the computer again. Things in life of this computer, this computer I'm using does not have a working computer, does not have a working keyboard, does not have a working trackpad. The only thing that works to actually do something is the power button. We're not going to use that because I think that means the school thing's screwed over. Okay, I got a question here. Okay, so this dates back to 2014, which was almost 10 years ago. So I was going to behavior camp, and for privacy reasons, I'm going to not say where, but it was close to downtown. So, what I would do is that after I go back from that place, my behavior center, I go down every crossing from Miami down to Apple, where I lived. Sometimes I go back to my grandparents' house, which was on the other side of downtown, near New Carlisle, which they still live there today. I have a picture on my other computer that I'm not with her today. It has a picture from January 2015. It shows an intermodal train passing Laurel. If you do not know what Laurel is, it's between Merrifield and Church. To this day, yeah, that's a lot of bullcrap to explain between the streets. As a person who's been doing this for 9 years, I don't expect everybody, not even myself, to know where everything is in terms of street names. So fast forward to 2020, I started to videotape trains with my Nikon. And those videos still exist on my other computer too. I'm not around that computer today for at least a while. So, and then in 2021, I launched my 2020 camera was a Nikon Coolpix L820. Let me put it in here. Okay, so whatever just got sent in there, just got sent. Nikon Coolpix L820. It's a 16 megapixel camera with Japanese lenses, a 30 optical zoom. Captures a video in 1080p, 30 frames a second. I have another camera which does 1080 at 60, but it's interlaced, and I need a deinterlacer to do that, and I can't find one. Screw the company. I can do 720 at 60. It's progressive. It means I don't have to deinterlace it because it's always still running at 60 continuously until I stop it, or so forth. And then December 2020, I got a Sony. Started using that one. Just kept replacing the Nikon, so I don't have a lot of Nikon videos anymore. It's all on the Sony. Well, if you fast forward a year and a half forward, which was spring 22, I got a Canon PowerShot A1400. Now that Canon PowerShot was glorious. It was one of the greatest decisions I've ever made. Little did I know that camera would not even last 5 months. One day when I was at the Amtrak station, I had to set the tripod set so high, like 54 inches. Intermodal train came right by the Amtrak and came right past the station. You don't know where the Amtrak station is. The address is Washington Street, which is the address for that is 2702 West Washington Street, South Bend, Indiana. You also use Google Maps or something, just look up South Bend Amtrak Station. It should appear. Back to the point of what I was explaining. That train knocked that camera, that old Canon down. The lens broke. The lens would not shut. The camera gave me a continuous error saying, lens error will restart automatically. Shuts off. This took place in like August 2022, so around about 4 months after. Heartbreaking. When I realized the camera had to go, I was sad. But you know what? I never gave up. You don't want to know what I did? I kept looking. I keep going to the Goodwill store and going and going and going. First thing I find within the replacement, because after my Canon died, broke, we'll call it broke in this case, I used my Sony, and then the Nikon that I mentioned like 5 minutes ago. Kept going with all of that. December 2022, I ended up finding a Kodak. Kodak EasyShare M575. 575 is the last 3 digits of my school account. It's been that way since kindergarten. Do I care? Do I give a fucking damn? No, I don't. So, what I do is that I buy a camera. It's a 14 megapixel camera with German lenses. There's apparently a fight going on between the German and Japanese lenses. I don't give a damn on who makes the lenses. I don't care if it's Korea, Japan, China, Japan, American, French, whoever. As long as they provide the good quality that I demand and deserve, I think everybody will be happy with it. Shit, won't they? You're right, they will be. And it takes photos, it takes videos in 720p. Now for a camera like that, that's not bad. It's a 14 megapixel 720, what do you expect? So, I buy it. And if it works, I still have that camera. And then as I kept going up to the years, kept adding up. So far, since that point, and today, I have found 5 Kodaks. I'll list them all, including the EasyShare that I bought. Give me 1 moment. And you can't use separate line using Shift Enter, so that's always going to be an issue. And you can't remove my own chat, which is great. So I'm going to do this my way. I'm going to explain every camera. The chat's going to probably blow up, probably. God knows if it does or not. Anyway, I'll go all through them and explain. So after the 575, beginning of 2023, I found myself a Kodak EasyShare. ZD is Z as in Zelda, ZD 8612IS. Don't know what IS stands for. It means image stabilization. OIS means optical image stabilization. Did I have OIS? No, I had image stabilization. So for some time I used that camera. It was good. There was one issue. The battery that came with it eventually died within 6 weeks. So I had to get it rechargeable. Which means I have to take the battery out, which means to recharge it, which means every setting got reset. Wonderful, isn't it? Yeah, sarcastically, yes. But you know what? Spring 2023, I go to the Goodwill store where I got the Kodak M575 to see, and also the color of M575 is the pink. I go to the Cleveland Road Goodwill store. I find a Fujifilm FinePix XP70. Battery in it. Tested it. Made sure it worked. I bought that camera in March 2023. Which, when you're reviewing it, which is live stream now, it is approximately 16 months old. It's almost 18 months. Basically a toddler. Or when it got manufactured, it'd basically be, well, nearly teenager, 10 years old. That's aside the point. Point is, I never give up what camera I find. I've lost a scanner. I got a replacement. I'll put in my scanner what I own. If I lose that scanner, again, I'm going to give myself another one, which is another different model, because I demand something with a 2-line display. Not a TI-84, which is similar to a TI-84 plus C Silver Edition, where I can have multiple lines going at once. You all know why? Because I'm sick of the old 7-segment display. So, I've lost a pair of earbuds, and then like a couple days later, I go to the store in Elkhart because I would do something in Elkhart, none of anybody's business. Go to the Goodwill store in Elkhart. No, excuse me, Walmart store. $35. $35 to purchase some earbuds. I thought I saw somebody that looked like one of my friends from school. Well, it was like his brother kept looking at me and stuff. Kept staring at me for no reason. I don't want to fight him. Got the stuff. Left with everything I needed. And yeah. Also, and fast forward to now, Christmas 22, I have a whole red pair of earbuds that I have. Yeah. So, and then beginning in 2020, it started. Now, we're going to move to another topic, ATCS. If you don't know what ATCS stands for, it is Automatic Train Control System. It allows train dispatch to view the current location of a specific train. Yes, this does include NS Chicago, the Chicago line that I'm living nearby. Yeah, we got another message. Oh, hi Otto, how you doing? Anyway, so what I do. Okay, so beginning 2020, I started looking at the Amtrak stuff. Speaking of the Amtrak, let me tell you something. For some reason, for a mechanical issue, okay, I want you all to take a guess what time you think the Amtrak train got to South Bend. And here's your hint. It's not 9:09 when it's supposed to arrive. Think about that for a minute. Think about that. I'll come back to that. So anyway, track down the Amtrak. I've seen trains that are late as 10:45, 11, and then 12 o'clock. So, what we do. Now I got a video of a Amtrak train, which was taken in summer 2020, way before I got my Sony. It's also, if you're wondering what my Sony was, it's a Sony CyberShot. Sony CyberShot W800. Not a WX, because those things cost more and they're newer. In fact, to this day now, I have two Sony's. I have two Sony CyberShots W800s. 16 megapixel over 20 megapixel. You know what else is 20 megapixel? My alternative Nikon Coolpix S3700. I got that at a Goodwill store. $30. How much do you think it costs to retail? 119. Give me a percentage of between those both, and there's your answer. How much I got it cheaper for? So, 2020. Okay, now I gotta think more because there's a lot more I still want to catch up. Yes, I know it's 11:15. Do I care if I'm live streaming at night? No. As long as I don't get the police call, but that's another story. Oh yeah, if you want to put your questions in the chat box, go ahead. I'll answer them. So in 2021, I established a YouTube channel. I actually had one prior, which had a lot of videos. Apparently, something happened. I was changing my birthday to reflect that correctly. 30 days, and it got banned. And by banned, deleted. I even try and access. I can't even get into it anymore. I can't log into it because it says it's not valid. I go and try and create an account with that same address. It says the account exists. So you know what happens when you're in a situation? You can't do anything. It's a catch-22. So you can watch catch-21. It's a game show. Okay, we got another question. It's a nice one. Probably the Norfolk Southern because they see a lot of more rail traffic. I would go down to Canadian National, but one day I went down there and only saw one train, and I was there for a half hour. Okay. CN is a Canadian company, right? It's a Canadian company. Okay. You have multiple subdivisions of the Canadian National. Give me a second to figure out. Actually, give me a moment to figure out what they are. Let's look up all the subdivisions of Canadian National. Okay. Okay, yeah, your division. Okay, divisions. Okay, you have Central, Champlain, Great Lakes, Gulf, Midwest, Mountain, Prairie North, and Yellowhead. Okay, so we're in the central area, right? You have line of Bessemer, Chicago, Dupleix, Flint, Freeport, Holly, Leapington, Madison, Mount Clemens, Omaha, Shoreline, South Bend, Waterloo, and Waukesha. Chicago and Waukesha are nearly the same county. The one I was at was in South Bend, is in the South Bend subdivision. Let's see if I can share my screen. Yes, I can share the entirety of the computer. Hide that. Let's see, should work. Okay. I'm going to pull up a map right now. No, why am I looking at the model? Okay, we want... Yes, I did create this map myself. No, I did not actually. It'd be nice if I was able to. I can't script all of that. Basically, what they use is a Google site. Disguise it to their own. Nice try, that ain't gonna work. Again, that's another story. You just want to look at the Canadian National. I'll show you. Central, and then South Bend. I'm gonna click Filter. See all of these? That's alongside the South Bend. And I'll show you where I was. See this one? Yeah, that's on Quince Road. Now I'm going to explain what some of these are. Okay, so this is a hotbox detector. This is going to be explained in another video. Okay, HBD. Okay, hot HBD. That's a hotbox detector. Hotbox means and no. Okay, want everybody to know this. Hotbox detector. That has nothing to do with the other products, tobacco. We do not associate with that. We have people that are doing that in our area. We do not want to be around those people. We immediately leave the scene, let them do with whatever we want without having him acting like a damn Karen. Because you know what happens when you have Karen? We have to go full on ballistic at you, and you can't do anything because you're in the catch-22 because they want to force you into that catch-22 and force you to do whatever they want to, even though they just act like little kids. Hotbox is a term used in doing something, smoking too much, basically. I want everybody to know that we do not do that. I don't do that. Nobody else that I know that Real Things does that. So HBD, if that's a hotbox detector, that means that a train bearing means it's overheating. Once it overheats, it can melt the axle potentially and lead to a derailment. And upgrade a detector to East Palestine from that East Palestine derailment if you haven't heard about that last year. Yeah. This is your subdivision South Bend. I'll give you one more look about it. But yeah, we don't want to use the... But yeah, I would not want to go down to the CN line too often. I'd rather go to the Norfolk Southern. Also, I'd like everybody to know that one of the detectors there... Ah, shit. Okay, well, I apologize for cursing. We use the latest one that exists. Okay. This one used to be in service. Okay, I want everybody to know that this detector does not actually exist. It did exist because it was signed on in 1986. I know this broadcast of the frequency number. The frequency that used to be is 160.620. This one also uses this. What did I tell you? 620. 620. You know what this thing is going to be? 620. This thing's not active because in April it got discontinued and kicked off. I was around when they had the previous model, the NG, which means next generation. Let's give this one a listen. I did not record that, just so you know that. We'll go ahead and see if we got another question. No. Then I can't immediately have notifications go to my computer because that screwed everything up. Do we want that? No. Why? Because it just gets us overturned into a disaster. Okay. CV3 models? Yeah. Those don't have audio at all. And I can prove it to you right now. They don't exist here. But in the map they do. And you wanna know why? Because whatever is here, shown here, actually only existed on that was recorded. Some unknown, even unknown exists because they don't know which detector it is. I want this one to be added because I want to see what they look like. They sound like. About that. Yeah, somebody wants to contribute something here. Go ahead. I don't own this website. None of this is even mine. I've tried to contribute something. There's something wrong with this. Okay. One day I was in near Chicago, near Springfield, on the CN line for Champlain. I recorded a 237.7 detector. So a couple months ago, I tried to send it here. They don't want it. It showed a damn detector that was capable enough to be read. It could be read. It could be understandable. Most of all, it was the only detector that was mainly used in the United States. What is wrong with these people? Do they not have a proper brains to do something? That's my guess, probably. But do those people give a damn? I know they don't. Draw because I don't virus. Okay. How do you deal with the movies? Have you ever seen a Karen before? Okay, if you've seen a Karen, just walk away. But with bullies, I have one of the craziest insults. Now, I suffer with autism. I've had it since I was 2. So what I do is, and this probably will be easier to explain once next year hits, school year. What I basically do is try and dominate over them, giving me the authority over them. And I know a lot of tactics. I've used tactics from 90s, 80s, 70s, 60s, and 50s, and even the 40s. Watch a video of his teacher going to student in 1947. I have that video in my shorts. I sometimes use that same tactic. 85% of the time, about 75% of the time, people will actually listen. I want that number to go at least to 90. That again be achievable and within the snap at a time and a time of a dime? No, you can't. It's impossible. Unless you have the guts to have 4,000 people inside of an auditorium listen to you. I never had to do that. And I don't plan to unless I'm principal somewhere, which I don't plan to be. Why? Because I'm not going to sit around 4,000 people. That's just annoying as heck. But yeah, in general, if I deal with somebody, sometimes if they've actually threatened to do something to me, I'd actually have to record it. And then I know how to fix this. So basically, if someone was acting like a Karen, I'd just walk away, tell somebody, but it was a bully, just make them listen to me and dominate over them to have them both get their way and my way done without having a conflict. We don't want World War II again. I ain't gonna explain that because I'm not here to be racist to anybody, so I'm gonna keep my mouth shut about that. Okay, we got okay. I thought about for a couple months being an algebra teacher. Okay, as a person who can retire, I can actually work for as long as I want. If I want to work for a day, 1,000, something. My grandpa used to work at a phone place for 35 years. Yeah, 35. So anyway, I would probably be transit police. If I want to be one, I'd probably have to work the South Bend because it's closer. Some of them will be working at a newscast. I'd probably work for one. Okay, I believe 10th grade's gonna have me be PNNN. I have an intro set for that. It's on my Ever computer. put it into Snapchat account, see how that goes. And then like a director to communications place, if I want to do that, I'd actually have to go to, for that to work, I have no idea how that's gonna work. I did an obvious lesson about that like 2 months ago, and I forgot all about that. But some of them did include a railroad transport of police. I've seen officers in around stations around the CTA, Chicago Transit Authority, Metro, and South Shore, and Amtrak. Yeah, technically transit police. Oh yeah, actually, speaking of police, one day, okay, so this was like after I came from a doctor's appointment. It was like very late, so like 8:40 and like 9 o'clock. I see somebody walking alongside the tracks. So I was about to take a picture of them. As you know, some people may know or may not know, I actually do take pictures of trespassers, so we know not to trespass on the tracks. Otherwise, we're going to be photographed. We're going to be captured on photo because some people are scared to be captured on photo and video, let alone. Oh, here we go. Now this is going to be good content next. This couple minutes is going to be good. So currently, I've taken like 5 photos and 1 or 2 videos of people trespassing. But continuing from one I was on, I saw a police car pulled up. My grandpa said there was nobody, but I saw a person ahead of time between Pear and Quince. If you don't know where, please excuse me for my language. If I just said something, I just tried to say Quince and I put in that Q word. Like everybody knows that I do not ever curse out like that. It was an accident. But again, I'm gonna quit with the live stream for a little bit, or just go on mute. Yes, my mouth is dry. If you probably have noticed or not. So, the police car pulls up. I saw the person ahead of time, Quince and Pear. Those are in Lideck, which is technically in St. Joseph County around South Bend. According to Google Maps and Street View. And I did something dumb again. Damn it. Okay, that's fixed now. Something happened. The screen here got changed. There we go. Anyway, and then like Wednesday or Thursday night, I saw somebody playing chicken tag. If you don't know what chicken tag is, I'm going to show you a video. This is probably not this one. And stopped from people playing from chicken. I'm going to play this entire clip. With the ads. I'm going to watch this, and you're going to watch this clip, and you're going to tell me. I did not receive this. I'm going to watch it. Here you go. See that? I just put an emergency. See that? It's put an emergency. Yeah, and that's basically what, we almost had a similar incident to that again. At twins, there were two people playing chicken around. I actually do have that video on my camera. I'm not gonna show it because I don't have it with me. Damn it. Well, another mistake I made. Wait, I will be right back. Hang tight. Oh, you people quit running what are you doing downstairs? Annoying. So, we just put the card in. It may not be this card, it may be the other one, which I realize it is. I'm gonna take a look at this one anyway. If it isn't, then we'll just screw this up again. Your restrictions are none of your business. Damn it. Okay, yeah, this wasn't taken, but let's take some pictures of this. What the heck did I just do? Okay, we're back now. My mother wanted to speak to me, and that's another story. But I did catch some pictures. You see this one here? Okay, you're gonna witness something wonderful. Damn it. Okay, let's explain what was going on. Okay, the airport, South Shore Airport, has two tracks. So in this video here, I'm trying to show 109 is also a house address for one of my streets. 109 is one of my favorite numbers. That's another story. So you see that other train right there? This train can go in here without an issue. And both of them are protected by the train control. Here's a view of Pine Road. They fixed that finally. One of my other videos showed the whole thing was dead. That thing is having a fit. Check out this view. Okay, that's the country club right there. And this one, this is a freight siding. Those hop cars have never been picked up in years, in a couple years. They've been sitting there since like 18 or 19, maybe 2017. God knows who. The signal's been there since they did the reorganization of that. These pole lines, they actually were just little general hooks from the power line. Yeah, those got added in summer 2020. This is a view that we're looking. I can't physically zoom in this image. Okay, so that did not work. Okay, so yeah, that's Pierre Road. This is at 5x zoom. This is 5x with digital zoom. Another video that I have. It's supposed to be 60 frames a second at 720 HD, but the thing does not want to cooperate. 5 cars. And this is the one leading back. This is back of the train. These signals have actually been in service since this bill of Conrail was split in 99, maybe on June 1st, 99. This is actually their 25th anniversary when it was taken. Didn't even realize that, actually. Get out of Finder now. Look at some of us. Listen to some of these. Get our time's worth in. That's in New York, I think. This is another one around New York too. They use 9 instead of 9 to differentiate from 5 and 9 because they sound similar. This one's used from New Carlisle. That's going to repeat again. If we look up those railroads, PNL Railroad. So I'm going to assume that this detector was put in around 1981, 1980. This one here. Okay, so to explain further about that, we're going to go into the map. We're going to go down and search the Chicago subdivision, Chicago district. Chicago district is a different line. It's separate. No longer active. Has audio. Now if we go use Conrail, in this case, Dearborn, I'm not sure what this is, so I'm going to assume Fort Wayne line. So dating from that, I think this one. Okay, so this was NW, so and then I guess I'm gonna assume that this detector was put in around 1987, 97, 87, excuse me, 1987. This one came out in mid 80s, so this is 1985. This one's the only application of this one was Burlington Northern and Woodland, Montana. This one, and the other one was OVR Railroad in somewhere in Canada. I forgot what. I think it was the Ontario province. I could be wrong. I need to check that again sometime. I know, yeah, excuse me. This one was used in the Union Pacific. This actually came out on my birthday, February 16th, 24. This one's used on the Canadian Pacific only railroads, some of them Maine and it's basically only Canada. Apparently they think not means zero. Zero and not are not the same thing. Not mean, I'm not explaining past tense. That some people could do like at the point. Cascade is not supposed to cascade. Yeah. Why do they sound so slow? Here's just some of them that we use. This one's in Candleville, Indiana. I just did a while back. I discovered some of the voices. This one is from Acapella, similar to, and it's not related to the college, but same name. This one is from Stream Elements. I'm not even gonna play any of these because I have no idea what they are. Except this one's an Earth camera model. I assume this one's from 1977 when they first put it in. That's almost dead, so I'm not gonna finish it. We're gonna cancel that. I've known him for a few years now. He actually went to my kindergarten school. And for his privacy, I'm not gonna say any more about that. Okay, so whenever I brought up the Amtrak delay question, that how late it was, the final answer was 1:27 a.m. 1:27 a.m. The longest delayed train on Capital Limit history since it got established in 1981. It's hard to believe, doesn't it? Because I can go back in time and look that up. And I'm gonna prove it to you right now. I'm not sure. Just saying. I don't think I've signed it to rewards member on here. We just now surpassed 1 hour. It's not here. I have to scratch my table. Train says, and then we're gonna put in 30 SOB arrival, and our arrival was last night. Take a look at this. Come on, you can load. Thank you. I'm not gonna explain further about that. Cancel that now. So this will probably be it for this week. Unless I decide to do another one. So that number will increase by 1. So this will be it. I'm not gonna leave this running because I don't have I have a scanner. I'm just going to run it overnight. Oh yeah, I want to make one thing clear. If you were watching some of my scanner feeds last night, probably may have heard some private conversations. I'm gonna take those. I'm gonna get that one taken down. The overnight one's okay. The other one's also okay. The latest one, that's gonna get kicked off because it's private and I can't have any private conversations and stuff like that on my channel for everybody's safety and hers and mine. So besides that, I wish everybody a good night. Get some good rest. I have to be up early in the morning, like 7:30. So, safe travels. Do what you gotta do. So, but yeah.